Hello. It's a little late, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna be doing a decluttering video. I did film me kind of going through some of my crap, and it was a lot of me just kind of mentally losing my mind for a lot of it. And I feel like this is like a weird place to like just randomly start making videos again, but it's kind of where I'm at right now, if we're being totally honest. I need to pare down, like need to pare down so badly. And so at this point in time, to make myself feel better, I'm like telling myself it's like half of it is things I'm completely getting rid of, and half of it is things that I'm like, oh well, if I just like separate items and some of them like go into storage, because I can tell myself if I'm storing it and I don't miss it within X amount of time, then I can get rid of it. And I'm normally like pretty good about that, but I need to like be able to put stuff in a reasonable container. So currently I've been working on art supplies and like makeup and personal like things like that. I plan to do a video about my art supplies because that's kind of a whole intense thing that I'm working through, and I'm trying to find ways to make this simple. And I feel like this is kind of like a weird video because I do get really kind of like stressed out by this, but I also like love the process of it so much. And so hopefully this is helpful in some form, or if you just really like decluttering videos or whatever. But I'm gonna do my makeup, which I think I've talked about this before. My makeup obsession like literally was insane probably 3 years ago now. No, probably more actually. Yeah, no, anywhere from like 3 to 5 years ago. My time frame is like so thrown off. I like don't realize how old I've gotten and how much time has passed. But yes, probably from 3 to 5 years ago, my makeup obsession was absolutely ridiculous. I spent an irresponsible amount of money on it, and I was like ridiculously proud of it. I didn't buy like I'm a person who just like loves shopping and get addicted to like certain like categories of belongings, and I've gotten a lot better at controlling it. But for a period there, it was makeup, and it wasn't because I felt I needed it. I truly enjoy I can go months without wearing makeup, but like I still get really excited by it, and it's an art form, all that jazz and everything. And I'm not joking, my makeup collection used to fill this entire bookshelf, and beyond what you can see there's like another shelf, and like these are like pretty big, and it used to fill this bookshelf, my entire makeup collection, which to some people that's huge, to some people that's nothing. It's all obviously personal thing, but for my life and for what I knew I needed, I wasn't even physically capable of like using half of the stuff I owned. And I ended up giving a lot of it away to people who like either were like wanted it, could find a use for it, maybe wanted to try and get more into makeup but like didn't want to spend the money, and I was just happy to give it away so I wasn't just throwing away makeup. And I got rid of like 80% of my makeup within like a year after being obsessively purchasing makeup for like 2 years straight. I'm a very like hot and cold person, so things can go really fast. So I have pared it down to a very small amount in comparison to where I started. But I am trying to get my makeup to all fit in this bag, which the tiniest part of me is thinking that might not be possible based off of, you'll see a palette that I have. And so I'm allowing myself the possibility to maybe get a slightly larger bag if I can find one in the house and not go out and purchase one, but I will be keeping that in mind. But if I can pretty much pare things down to this bag, that is a win. So I was working on it last night, and there's a whole box of things that I'm don't probably just having to throw away because it's like old or very much used, or I'll like let a couple friends and family like pick through it if they want anything. But obviously with makeup, it's kind of, that's what's like so frustrating, and I get so mad at myself when I like purchase so much of it, because like if you don't want it and you don't use it, you literally wasted it. You can't even, you have to kind of be careful with what you do with it in terms of like giving it to someone else. So I hate, it's a whole thing. But I have a few like hair bits, but I have a whole container of brushes, and this is the palette that I'm like concerned about, is my Z palette, and I think of foundations that don't even like closely fit into this bag, and the bag is very difficult to close, so I'm very close to where I want to be, but I figured I would kind of go through, if anyone is curious about a quick makeup tour, kind of go through everything and really like finally pick out, like do test swatches and everything, and finally pick out what will be fitting in this bag slash possibly a slightly larger bag, again, if I figure out this situation. So I'm gonna put the camera on the crown so you can see that, and you'll just kind of see my hands and hear my voice, and this is the route we're gonna go for here. Okay, so I figured this is hair stuff I don't need. I'm gonna dump the contents of my bag first. Eyeshadow and lipstick, as you'll come to find, are like my two big categories. Everything else I either don't own at all or own like one thing of. So cutting down on these two categories is like my hardest thing ever. So I have the Zodiac palette and the Dream Street palette, both Kathleen Lights collections. The Soph X Revolution, the first Soph Does Nails collection with Makeup Revolution, and my Z palette that is filled with all ColourPop single shadows. I think a few of these are pulled out of other palettes, but it's almost all ColourPop shadows. And for the longest time, being out at school and everything, I was just working off these, and it is doable, like 100%. Like, I was very happy with the color selection that I had, but I kind of just felt like I was missing certain colors, and I had collected this color range into like what I love. So it was like kind of hard not having this, and I really also enjoy these. And I know that there are repeats obviously, but there's also a lot of things that I feel like these hold that others don't have. This is my face palette. It is the Lorac and Pirates of the Caribbean. Is it Dead Man Tell No Tales? Is that the movie? The newest Pirates of the Caribbean movie. They did it. Oh wait, it literally says here. Yeah, Dead Men Tell No Tales. It is the face. Okay, the face palette. So it has 3 highlighters and then like 3 blushes. One of them being like, you know, a very shimmery like blush. Oh, I'm not on camera. Blush topper kind of deal. So I love this because it has a ton of colors in one palette. A mirror is involved, and it's very compact, super easy to use, super good quality. This I seriously 100% will not get rid of, mostly because it is the only blushes that I own. These are it. That's it. That's all I have. A little bit a mirror so that in case I am using an eyeshadow or something that I don't have a mirror for, because when I was just using these two, like only one of them had a mirror, and I'm never sure if I'm in a situation with a good mirror. So I have a small one on hand. I do have a dewy setting spray, and it's at like its very end. It's just Ulta brand. I don't even think it's like, it's just a nice like shine. I don't even know if you can see any of that really, but it just feels refreshing, and I figured I'll use it up. It's just a tiny little tester bottle that was given as a sample. A sample of the Cover FX blurring primer. I'm sorry, I'm so blind, I literally can't read this, but it's a little sample, and I'm just using this to like use it up. I use it if I have like a nice event or something. In terms of highlighters, I have the Double Up and Glow High Beam Sunbeam Benefit like double-ended highlighter situation here, and the NYX Bright Idea highlighter in like stick highlight in Chardonnay Shimmer. And this stick one is my favorite because it's so easy, but I do really love, sometimes I'm just like in the mood. These got some nice glow when I'm not feeling the powder from here. So this is kind of my highlight situation, and that's like all I have. Hair ties. Trying to pull out other things. I own a single concealer that is definitely not my color, but I use it mostly as an eye base, or if I just like really need something under my eyes for like a really quick thing. It's the NYX HD Studio Photogenic concealer. This is in the shade CW2, which is fair, and I'm not far off, so like sometimes it's okay, but it's very yellow toned, and you can kind of see it depending on my skin tone at the moment. But like I said, mostly it's an eye base or an absolute necessary for like taking pictures or something, and I just keep it around because I, again, don't have my actual color and want one on hand. And then I have 3 brow products, mostly given to me in samples, except this is just a busted Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. They're all in like brown colors, and I just have the 3 of them because they were given to me mostly as samples, and I'm just using them because this is like my only brow pencil I've like ever purchased, so I'm using it up. And so I kind of just hop around, and normally if I like know I'm just going somewhere for like a few, like living elsewhere for a few months, I'll leave, because I don't do this all the time, I'll leave like 2 of them home or something of the sort, but for now I just have all 3 of them because I don't really know what my situation is. So I know it's like excessive to have 3, but I'm like very much planning on using them. I'm not going I'm not going to be buying others till they're gone kind of deal. I have a single mascara, which I used to have an issue with stockpiling mascaras, so I limit myself to like 1 or 2, and it is the Essence Lash Princess mascara. Honestly, you should probably get a new one soon. This is probably getting expired, but this is my mascara for now. I do love it, but honestly might have to, I don't know, I'm always thinking of like the bulkiness of packaging, and like I like this, but I do wish it was like not so bulky, but I do love the price of it, so we'll have to see. But for now, this is my mascara. And now everything else in this bag is lipstick, and this is where my issue is. It's really going to be comparing lipstick, comparing eyeshadow, and trying to go from there. So I don't have, oh sorry, I have 1 eyeliner. I forgot about this. I think it's dried up. It's the Super Cat liquid black eyeliner from Soap and Glory, and I really like it. I think Soph Does Nails is the one who like suggested it on her video, and that's what I went with. I really enjoy it. I think it's great. God, I can't even tell. Like, I feel like I'm going blind. It's probably because I'm so tired and my contacts are dry. I think I just need a new one. But for now, I'm holding on to this till I feel like buying a new eyeliner. So I have a good bit, and this is like way slimmed down from where I was yesterday. I had like 3 times the amount of this as yesterday. Lipstick is kind of my obsession. It's kind of something that I think is like where I really like to play and have fun. And I've always been super into like weird lipstick. That's why you'll see like only like a third of these are normal colors, and the other third and the other 2/3 are like bright and bold and weird. So I think I'm gonna save this for like last, just because I know that's gonna be like my hardest decision. Oh, forgot one. So I want to see if this is even possible. Like, say I kept all of these, because I truly am slimming down just for like to make my life easier. So that does fit. This is why moving repeatedly is literally no fun, because if I wanted to keep all of these, that's already like, oh my god, I'd have to slim down so much if I kept everything. Like, so I have my palettes, and there's highlight, eyebrow, concealer, more highlight, mascara, a mirror. I don't need those in there. and my setting spray, if I just put all that in there, it's full. Like I could fit a few lipsticks. Shit. I'm kind of afraid I'm just gonna have to find a like bigger bag, but I hate that. Even if I just got rid of one, it doesn't really, ugh. This is just upsetting, if anything. I do think if I were to get rid of any of them, it would be this one. But then I open it and I do like so much of it. It's just like, I feel like I have these colors in these palettes and I know I love these palettes. So why would I keep one like just for the sake of keeping it? But all right, I'm gonna think about this one for a sec. My foundation situation. I really like these e.l.f. foundation serums, but I think they're super expired. And I really do hate my skin with foundation, but I like to keep foundation around just in case like I want to apply like a little bit in certain areas. So I think I should just trash because I haven't used them in months. They're definitely expired because these have like a super short expiration date. And it gives me an excuse to throw them away and not hold on to them anymore. So I do think I'm going to, they're like a super, oh, interesting. They're a super lightweight, in case I know, like, I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about them, but it's foundation serum. It does have 25 SPF sunscreen, and it's super light. So it's literally just like, if anything, like it kind of feels like it just evens out your skin color like the littlest bit. So if you're like, you know, not doing anything crazy and just want to throw it on, and it just has a nice sheen to it, and it has a little bit of, apparently it has, I think it says goji berry, which don't know what that does for the skin. And it's nice because with this, your skin, the color doesn't have to be too close to your skin. They don't really have a good shade range with that, but like I said, with a serum, as long as you're like in your range, it probably won't look that crazy. But I should probably just let it go for now, see how I feel. Since it's been so long since I've used it anyway, I will live without using it more. These, oh man, the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. I largely keep these around for photography purposes because a lot of the people that I shoot pictures of are close friends, and I have managed to make friends with a lot of people who don't own makeup. So I like to mix these to shade match, but I haven't used these in so long. And like I said, I hate foundation on my skin, and the few times I've tried wearing them, I don't like how it looks on my skin. Like, I feel like this one would be the closest. I don't know, I have really weird combo skin, and I like don't wear makeup very often. So anything I do put on obviously ends up like sitting on it weird because I do have such combo skin with lots of acne. Some parts are super dry, some parts are super oily. Obviously I just say combo, so that's what that means. And then I always like want to wear foundation to even it out, but then I almost hate the look of it covered up more than the actual blemish or what redness or whatever. Like, I just don't like how, and it's just because it's makeup, like that's not the product, it's just makeup, like the way it sits in your skin, it like kind of feels like nasty, and I just like the feeling of my skin more. I'm like very easily talking myself out of these. And the last one is the number 7 Lift Illuminate Foundation. This one I do really like, I'm not gonna lie. It's for firmer, even skin. It does have sunscreen SPF 15. Their shade range isn't great. There's definitely not a lot of choice. Oh gosh, what is mine? I think it's like a weird, like I had to pick, I don't know. Their shade range is not good. But this does feel, I can't lie, it feels very nice on the skin. And I do like it, but it's like, oh, I don't know. Like, this would be the one out of all of them I would want to keep, but it's, look at how bulky this is. I can't, I think that would take up so much room. Gosh, I'm struggling. I think maybe I'll test this on my skin Like these I think I'm gonna get rid of, the NYX, because they're probably so old, and again I know I don't like how they look on my skin. This I'm gonna try on my skin and we'll see. And last I have the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Powder Foundation and Concealer. That's weird. It's supposed to be a 2-in-1. This is the shade Cream Whip. It got ruined because Spencer put a wet sponge in it during the Boyfriend Does My Makeup challenge, and I kind of just scrape it off and smooth it all out. So it does work, but it just looks really gross. I do like having powder around just in case. Like this is the like, I absolutely have like so much redness, I can't even out my skin, but I don't want anything heavy on my skin at all. This is what I'll put on. So I do like having this around. I think I'm going to keep this a bit longer. Just because I mean, it's probably time to get rid of it soon, but I think just for like a little bit longer. Where is the... I mean, it has to be expired. Like, literally has to be. But I think I'm just going to hold to it for a little bit longer because I like to have some kind of coverage just in case. So if I were to keep everything right now, this is what we're working with. And we have no lipstick, no brushes yet. And this is what we got. This is what it's pretty, it's getting pretty full. It's getting pretty full. But let's pretend this is what we're doing. Now we got brushes. And this is a category that always is frustrating because obviously I like brushes, but they take up a good bit of room. This is a brush cleaner that I have. I think it's from Ulta Beauty brand. And I have an Ulta Beauty brush cleaner. This, honestly, it will not get packed to come with. It'll probably stay here. Slash, I'll give it to my sister, but I was going to use it to wash my brushes like one more good time. So that it won't be taking up space, but I will not be like getting rid of it quite yet. I have a lot of little, I have my tweezers. So there's brushes that I like, no, I don't want. Like this Ulta Beauty concealer brush, I just don't need that. It's just not necessary for me. I have an eyebrow thing, so I don't need that. Another one. I just keep my comb in here and my nail filers and my nail cover. I really like this for highlight, but it's like, I don't know how to think about it. And I love, actually I don't even have any contour. I think I'm gonna keep this one here. This one is, what's the brand? It's like a super nice, Beauty Professional. There's very nice brushes. I was given this set for Christmas like a year or two ago. This contour brush feels so nice, but I don't really contour. I guess you could, yeah, I don't know. You like could use it for blush if you wanted to be very like precise, but I'd rather use a big one, so I think I'm gonna leave it or like give it to someone. Here's a Ulta Beauty small eyeshadow brush. I actually do like the size of this. Eyeshadow is like my thing. I don't really have a lot of face products, obviously, so it's really just like highlight, any kind of face powder, aka the foundation, and eyeshadow. So this one, it's pretty compact. What did I use these for? Oh my gosh. And then I have the Storybrooke Cosmetics eyeshadow brushes, plus I shove all my brushes in here so that they're contained and kind of protected. I really like the Wet n Wild, do these even have a name? They're just like an eyeshadow like crease brush, but they're like the nice long thin ones, and they're like $3, and I don't know, this is like the form I'm used to and I really like it. I don't think I need this one. It's an Eco Tools like Packer flat brush. I love the Eco Tools like condensed little like crease brush though. This a precise blending brush is what this is called. So I know I'm keeping these Wet n Wild ones because I literally use them every day. I do like to keep this Wet n Wild liner brush just in case I use like a dark color as a liner, so I do really like those. I keep this one as, oh see, but then do I need that liner brush? I think I use this one for like cream. because this one has my spoolie on the end, and I can, yeah, I'll use that. I don't need it. And if I just put these in here, oh my god, it's getting so full. Ah! This is why I kind of think I just need a bigger bag, because this Z palette like messes with it. Yeah, because now like I literally could barely shove more lipsticks in here. This like isn't closing. I don't know, dude. There's lipsticks I just know I can't get rid of. I'm gonna zoom you in because I'm definitely gonna be doing swatches. So let's get this little fixed here. Also, this feels very dark. And I need to might do a little autofocusing here, so I apologize in advance. So, there's ones I know I cannot get rid of. It is the pretty much all my ColourPop. So I have ColourPop, Kathleen Lights, and ColourPop in shade Alyssa. Listen here, I need you to focus. So, ugh. So this is shade Alyssa. This is like my go-to nude. If I'm going to be completely honest, I just have to do something like that. I put that so weirdly at my knuckle. So this one has to say. This Moonchild gloss, also Kathleen Lights. Can you tell that I'm very like, I love to support people I love? This is a Moonchild gloss that was made with the like 2 palettes that she did recently, and the Twinkling Lights Kathleen and ColourPop Lucky Star Bold Red, which I love. It's beautiful. So this is also staying. This one I have in addition to this Jeffree Star. See, I'm able to convince myself that those are so different though. In wifey. Well, that's staying. But they are so different. This is where I start to run into this issue. And then this one is just like, I guess that one's more orangey, and my swatches are just getting bigger. See, I feel like these two are almost like too similar that I can't keep both. But I love, this is I'm Shook. I love this shade. Like, I think I have to keep that. I have 2 Urban Decay lipsticks that are both from the Basquiat collection, and honestly, even if I don't keep them, I'm like keeping it for the packaging, so it just won't travel with me. But I have Epigram, which, ooh, look at that creamy color. I have a feeling I really like Epigram. Oof, okay, I'm just throwing things now. And I have Abstract. I think there was a third. I don't really know what happened to. So that was also a nice nude. See, Epigram is definitely like a my color. It's very warm and almost like orangey without being too intense. Whereas this one I feel like almost looks like too pale on me. So maybe this one just like becomes something I keep now because I like the packaging. I like collect little bits that I like, and maybe I keep this one with my stuff. That's what I'm thinking. I love this Smashbox, what's it called? Always On Liquid Lipstick in the shade Rogue. Rogue? Yeah, I think so. And this one is the ultimate orangey fall color. Look at that. Oh man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Clearly I love oranges and like muted reds and like warm, that's a pretty cool tone. Pink. Alright, now we're gonna get into, this one's also, it's just that's like a purple version of what I just had. Like, these are all like muted. Gosh darn. I love this. But I also have this one. Okay, I'm starting to think that's a little too brown. I think this one's a no. I think this one's a no. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I think I'm going to say no to wifey, because the more I look at it, I'm very happy with that or that. I don't need an in-between. Oh, I love this shade, Calabasas. I thought I had another. Oh, shit. That's pretty. I feel like I'd have to see that on my lips though. That looks a little too pink for me. Maybe I'll test this out as well in addition to this. I'm gonna test. Did I decide on this one? Oh, it was this one. Maybe also test. That's what I'm not sure about. I have a gray, because why would you not have a gray? Ooh, that's pretty. That one I'm keeping. That's pretty gray. I like that. And then my 4 weirdest colors. I hate how bulky this packaging is, 100%. But, and the lipstick, I don't really know how to feel about. So here's the lipstick. I'm gonna put this in such a weird way for how I'm filming right now. Oh shit. This is the shade Sparrow, and so it's a lip cream and a gloss. And obviously it's the Rock and Pirates of the Caribbean collaboration. And the issue is, I'm not happy about the lipstick, but I love that lip gloss. It has like a purple reflect in it, and it's so pretty. But the lipstick I'm so mad about. So I always just use this gloss, but like I'm using something that's this much of the packaging for this big of something I'm holding on to. And then their blue one is called Ahoy Matey. And then this one, I love something about me, like my guilty pleasure is like blue lipstick for some reason. That's like what got me like into makeup. So this one, I actually like really enjoy this like deep blue color here. I feel like that's like so... Doesn't want to get brighter. So like such a nice rich blue, but then the gloss is like whatever. But I'm just like, ugh, I don't know. And then I have this diamond liquid, velour liquid lipstick from Jeffree Star. That's just like, look at that blue. Holy crap. How do you not love that? And I think this one's Venus. Yeah, Venus Flytrap. Thought so. And this one. See, I kind of am like leaning towards getting rid of the green because like truly when am I gonna wear that? I'm thinking yeah. But I really like this one. I feel like I just need to get rid of these. I love like parts of them, but it's like not worth holding on to this whole thing for. Yeah, I think that needs to be a no. And then that is going to just stay. I could just travel with this separately. Maybe I'll have to do that. Because this then, like, this works. This is doable. It has all the things I need in it. With a little bit of extra room that I could throw, like, tweezers, nail stuff, some tiny hair things if needed, in here. That might just be what I have to do for now. I'm a little... I'll look around if I have a bigger bag. Oh, man. My legs really tensed up from sitting like that. Alright, well now that it is almost 1 a.m. By almost it's 12:30. I'd say it's time for me to wash up my hand and probably go to bed. I really hope this was of some value to you. I know probably a lot of this I like maybe am not making like the most progress in your mind, but it's all a very big step-by-step process. It is something that I've been very much working at for like a year or two now. So I like often will feel like I'm at a happy place, but like the more and more I keep moving my things, like I'm like, I have to pare down. So at this point it has kind of become a point of necessity that's motivating me to keep doing this. So I hope you like these videos. I'll try not to have them all come out like back to back to back, but I'm not gonna lie, you're probably gonna see a good bit of these for a little bit, just because I enjoy watching these videos a lot. It does help me kind of talk, I mean, I talk these things out anyway to myself, and I'm constantly like, the things I'm saying and asking and like all that stuff, I know you like can't directly answer obviously as I'm doing it, but like often when I'm doing this, I'm texting friends, or I'm like on a FaceTime or Skype call with a friend, and I'm talking these things through, just because I need to communicate my ideas constantly. So I feel like, what's the harm in documenting this? Because maybe you need inspiration, or you just enjoy listening to this in the background, or whatever it is for you. So I can definitely do a get ready with me video, like I said, maybe in like the very near future, and kind of just be real chit chatty about, you know, I just graduated and all of those things, and we'll kind of see what happens from here. I'm hoping to start regularly uploading. I'm still figuring it out. I don't want to say anything definitively yet, but it's in the plans. We shall see. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other like things you want to see, questions you have, any of the above, please let me know down below. I'm always interested and up for anything. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.